Peace and greetings to the East. Sisters and brothers, normally I don't give public speeches on the esoteric teachings of the side degrees or add-on degrees of Freemasonry. I do not usually find much in them that is truly essential. Nothing that isn't already alluded to in the blue degrees, the only 3 official and universal degrees of Freemasonry. But today, I'm making an exception. The Royal Archmason degree has a symbolism that is worth opening up. Not for its moral or exoteric explanations, which you can find in your ritual book, and which frankly, I find boring and unhelpful, but for its mystical meaning, which is the real treasure. Unlike the tools of the blue degrees, the 3 tools presented to you in the degree of Royal Archmason are not the working tools of a stonemason. They are the tools of a gravedigger. These 3 tools are the pickaxe, the shovel, and the crowbar. The real reason you were given the pickaxe is so that you can use it to symbolically loosen the dirt of graves. You were given the shovel so that you can dig up those graves. And you were given the crowbar so that you can break open the coffins inside of those graves. Why? Not so that you can rob those graves, but so that you can resurrect the dead people inside of them. Although you were purposely not taught this in your Red House or Royal Archmason chapter, it is one of the hidden keys to understanding the Royal Archmason degree, and is far more profound than most Royal Archmasons ever realize. The Royal Archmason ritual tells a story of digging beneath King Solomon's temple to find the lost Ark of the Covenant and the lost word of a Master Mason. But that's only the surface story. The truth is, King Solomon's temple, as you should already know, is a symbol of yourself. The lost Ark and the lost word were not buried in a literal city named Jerusalem. They are buried deep within the symbolic Jerusalem of your own being. The digging, the searching, the recovery, all of this is a map of your own inner journey towards spiritual awakening. To fully understand the indirect gravedigger symbolism of the Royal Archmason degree, you must first understand something that Masonry hints at in the blue degrees. Hiram Abiff, the central figure of the Master Mason degree, is a symbol of Jesus Christ, and both are actually symbols of you. Neither Hiram Abiff nor Jesus Christ existed as historical individuals. They are mythological characters used in the ancient mysteries to guide initiates towards becoming gods and goddesses, meaning human beings with true knowledge of self. When you know this, the gravedigger imagery makes sense. In biblical mythology, Jesus Christ resurrects the dead. This was never about literal corpses coming back to life, since it is obvious that you will never see a dead person literally return from the grave. It was about awakening those who are spiritually dead. The Holy Bible, which is one of the 3 great lights of Masonry, clearly uses resurrection as a spiritual symbol many times. For example, in Luke chapter 9, verse 60, Jesus is quoted as saying, "Let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God." In John chapter 5, verse 25, Jesus is also quoted as saying, "The hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live." And in verse 14 of chapter 5 of Ephesians it says, "Awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Christ shall give thee light." This means that the so-called miracles of Jesus Christ are intended to be understood by intelligent minds as being allegories of inner awakening. In chapter 11 of the Gospel of John, Jesus resurrects Lazarus from the tomb after 4 days, a symbol of resurrecting God from the grave of the physical body, as the number 4 generally symbolizes the material world. In Luke chapter 7, verses 11 through 17, Jesus raises or resurrects a widow's son, a symbol of restoring life to that which seems lost and hopeless within the soul. These are not tales of magic tricks or historical events. They are mystical messages of inner transformation. The gravedigger's tools of the Royal Arch Mason degree are meant to remind you of your work as a mystic Mason. You must use your pickaxe to break through the hardened ground of ignorance and egoism. You must use your shovel to remove the falsehoods that cover the truth of who you really are. And you must use your crowbar to open the coffin of the universal architect, who has been buried by the illusions of the world. Then, you must resurrect what lies within. If you call yourself a Mason but you are not raising the dead, meaning awakening others from spiritual blindness, then you are not truly doing the work of Freemasonry, no matter how many degrees you outwardly collect. Brothers and sisters, the Royal Arch Mason degree is not about history. It is about you. It is about finding the lost word within and then using it to resurrect others. This is the work of the Christ, and you are to embody it. Christ is not just a figure to admire. He is a pattern to become. And if you, as a Mason, are not living as Lucifer, a light bringer, a healer of the blind, and a raiser of the dead, then your apron, gloves, and jewels are only decorations. So I urge you, dig deep, uncover the lost art, and resurrect the God within yourself and in those around you. This is what the Royal Arch Mason degree is all about. And this is the work of all true Masons. Until next time, on the square.